What's up, everybody? Let me say this slowly because this matters. When we say trauma, most people think it has to look like what I lived through. Severe abuse, foster care, chaos, loss, so on and so forth. And yes, that was my story, but trauma doesn't have to be catastrophic to be consequential. Trauma is not just about what happened. It's about what stayed, what shaped how you protect yourself, what shapes how you move, how you decide, how you leave. I was talking with a community person recently, and she said, when I saw trauma in your first module of the first move, I struggled. I didn't think I had trauma. When we slowed down and she told me about being laid off years ago, unexpected, unexplained, public enough to feel humiliating, quiet enough that no one ever helped her process it. And she said, wow, I still carry it. Well, folks, that's trauma. Not because the layoff happened, but because her nervous system learned something in that moment. It learned security can disappear. It learned loyalty. Loyalty doesn't protect you. It learned leaving first is safer than being left. And then she said something else, it was almost just kind of in passing. She said, I've also struggled with ending relationships. I just walk away. I don't always know why. I just walk away. That's not random. That's not immaturity either. That's not a character failure. The Bible actually talks about this quietly, honestly. It says the wounds of the heart linger and that God is near to the brokenhearted, not rushing healing, not denying pain, just acknowledging that some things stay with us. So when you have behaviors and don't know why, maybe it's not a flaw. Maybe, just maybe it's a survival tactic. For me, foster care taught me something early. Stay ready. Don't get comfortable. Don't depend too much on anybody when everything can change without warning. Overdrive becomes protection. I say this in my book. Why did I make it when others quit? Even when they were more gifted, more talented, because I learned how to channel my trauma into overdrive. And overdrive worked for a season. It helped me survive. It helped me achieve. It helped me move faster than most people around me. But later, I had to learn how that same overdrive impacted others and how real success isn't about carrying everything along. It's about equipping. It's about empowering and elevating others. That's the shift. That's a survival strategy that once made sense. Now, let me ground this with an example. I appreciate Howard Schultz. He's the former CEO of Starbucks. Howard grew up watching his father get injured on the job and lose everything. He lost dignity, he lost income and stability. That moment marked him. That was trauma. And here's the difference. Howard didn't just outperform his trauma, he integrated it. He asked, what does this pain teach me about dignity? What does it teach me about work? What does it teach me about people? And he built a company where hourly workers got healthcare, ownership, and they got respect. His trauma didn't trap him. It informed him. Now, I've seen the other side too. I've seen executives, professionals, young professionals, brilliant, driven, accomplished, who never integrated the moment they were betrayed, pushed out, overlooked, or embarrassed. They succeeded, but they stayed guarded. They moved up, but they never felt safe. They ended partnerships quickly, exited roles abruptly, burned bridges quietly, not because they were reckless, but because leaving felt first like control. Same kind of wound, different outcome. So let me say this clearly, especially to the person that shared that story. Trauma does not have to be extreme to be formative. I hope you caught that. If it shaped how you relate, how you trust, how you lead, how you protect yourself, guess what? It counts. And the goal is not to relive it. The goal is not to label yourself. The goal is to ask one honest question. What did I learn there that might no longer be serving me now? Because unexamined trauma doesn't usually stop success, but guess what? It caps it. It caps it. It doesn't stop it, but it caps it. But integrated trauma, that becomes wisdom. That becomes discernment. That becomes leadership. And that's why trauma shows up in the first module. Not to reopen wounds, but to help you stop living by rules your life no longer requires. Did you catch that? You're not broken. You are not broken. You are being adapted. You adapted. Now you get to choose whether those adaptations still get to run the show.